चैतन्यमयी सत्यमयी परमे.
The partition must go. Let us hope that that may come about naturally by an increasing recognition of the necessity not only of peace and concord, but of common action, by the practice of common action and the creation of means for that purpose. In this way, unity may finally come about, whatever form. The exact form may have a pragmatic, but not a fundamental importance. But by whatever means, in whatever way, the division must go. Unity must and will be achieved, for it is necessary for the greatness of India's future.
Another dream was for the resurgence and liberation of the peoples of Asia, and her return to her great role in the progress of human civilization.
The peoples of Europe have carried material life to its farthest expression. The science of bodily existence has been perfected, but they are suffering from diseases which their science is powerless to cure. England, with her practical intelligence. France, with her clear, logical brain. Germany, with her speculative genius. Russia, with her emotional force. America, with her commercial energy, have done what they could for human development, but each has reached the limit of her peculiar capacity. Something is wanting which Europe cannot supply. It is at this juncture that Asia has awakened, because the world needed her. Asia is the custodian of the world's peace of mind, the physician of the maladies which Europe generates. She is commissioned to rise from time to time from her ages of self-communion, self-sufficiency, self-absorption, and rule the world for a season, so that the world may come and sit at her feet to learn the secrets she alone has to give. When the restless spirit of Europe has added a new phase of discovery to the evolution of the science of material life, has regulated politics, rebased society, remodeled law, rediscovered science, the spirit of Asia, calm, contemplative, self-possessed, takes possession of Europe's discovery and corrects its exaggerations, its aberrations, by the intuition, the spiritual light she alone can turn upon the world.
The third dream was a world union, forming the outer basis of a fairer, brighter, and nobler life for all mankind.
Today, the ideal of human unity is more or less vaguely making its way to the front of our consciousness. For the intellectual and material circumstances of the age have prepared and almost impose it, especially the scientific discoveries which have made our earth so small that its vastest kingdoms seem now no more than the provinces of a single country. But the very commodity of the material circumstances may bring about the failure of the ideal. For when material circumstances favor a great change, but the heart and mind of the race are not really ready, especially the heart, failure may be predicted. Unless indeed men are wise in time and accept the inner change along with the external readjustment. But at present, the human intellect has been so much mechanized by physical science that it is likely to attempt the revolution it is beginning to envisage principally or solely through mechanical means, through social and political adjustments. Now it is not by social and political devices, or at any rate not by these chiefly or only, that the unity of the human race can be enduringly or fruitfully accomplished. A spiritual age of mankind will perceive this truth. It will not try to make man perfect by machinery or keep him straight by tying up all his limbs. Its aim will be to diminish as soon and as far as possible the element of external compulsion in human life by awakening the inner divine compulsion of the spirit within.
A spiritual religion of humanity is the hope of the future. By this is not meant what is ordinarily called a universal religion, a system, a thing of creed and intellectual belief and dogma and outward rite. A religion of humanity means the growing realization that there is a secret spirit, a divine reality, in which we are all one. That humanity is its highest present vehicle on earth, that the human race and the human being are the means by which it will progressively reveal itself here.
Another dream. The spiritual gift of India to the world has already begun. India's spirituality is entering Europe and America in an ever-increasing measure.
तत्सवितुर्वरं रूपं ज्योतिः परस्य धीमहि यन्नः सत्येन दीप्यते दीपेन दीपये ॐ तत्सवितुर्वरं
The Veda was the beginning of our spiritual knowledge. The Veda will remain its end. I seek not science, not religion, nor theosophy, but Veda, the truth about Brahman, not only about his essentiality, but about his manifestation. Not a lamp in the way to the forest, but a light and a guide to joy and action in the world. The truth which is beyond opinion, the knowledge which all thought strive after. Yasmin vignate sarvam vignatam. I believe that Veda to be the foundation of Sanatan Dharma. I believe it to be the concealed divinity within Hinduism. But a veil has to be drawn aside. A curtain has to be lifted. I believe it to be knowable and discoverable. I believe the future of India and the world to depend on its discovery and on its application, not to the renunciation of life, but to life in the world and among men. The whole root of difference between Indian and European culture springs from the spiritual aim of Indian civilization. A spiritual aspiration was the governing force of this culture, its core of thought, its ruling passion. Not only did it make spirituality the highest aim of life, but it even tried, as far as that could be done in the past conditions of the human race, to turn the whole of life towards spirituality. The essential intention of Indian culture was extraordinarily high, ambitious and noble, the highest indeed that the human spirit can conceive. For what greater aims can be for the life of man than to grow by an inner and outer experience till he can live in God, realize his spirit, become divine in knowledge, in will, and in the joy of this highest existence? And that is the whole sense of the striving of Indian culture.